Alright, Tervetuloa Canavaleni, and we're back with Pokemon Scarlet stream, but this is the new format that I've been itching to try for quite a while after the last stream, which is, I think the last stream was Fortnite, but since I finally have that dreaded Calyrex, I decided to get back to Pokemon Scarlet for some revenge. And coincidentally, there is a terror raid, specifically the Baxcalibur 7-star one. But if I missed the first round because I was occupied with something, not to mention with real world events that mess with things around. And this is the pre-game format that I decide to add, just to perk things up a bit. And you're wondering why I called this the Swan Sauna or Sauna. I prefer using the pronunciation sauna because I'm learning Finnish. So yeah, the reason for the Swan is, let's say that it's based on the Finnish national bird, which is the whooper swan. And of course, since it's Finland related, I have to chime in and whoa, something's up right here. Alright, let me pull up the first thing here, which is I was not expecting a screen freeze. Hold on. Let me put back that cover up. So, about that thing that I was about to show is, oops, not that one. Oh yes, this is the Stop Killing Games thing or campaign that has been going around for quite a while now. And even though I'm currently not in the EU, I actually am in favor of this thing because, hear me out. You know what happened about the thing with the game called The Crew, where it's online only, and after it got shut down, players who bought it were not able to like play it offline or something like that. And there's someone in the corporate level going double down here, saying that if you buy a game code, you buy the license, you don't own it or something like that. And a lot of gamers, a lot of nerds were not happy with this one. And this became a thing, and good thing they did try to initiate this with the EU. I actually admire how the EU likes to change a lot of things in the world with their laws, like with Apple forcing to switch to USB-C. Let me see if I can pull this up because I have the link opened earlier. Oh, hold on. Stop killing games. Yeah, I know this format is a little buggy, but hear me out. I'm still working on this. Alright, there we go. That's what I'm trying to pull up. Oops, let me change that to English. So, this is the current ongoing petition that's been circulating throughout the internet. And so what this does is, once this gets passed in the EU, this will prevent any game publisher from like let's say, throwing the online only game or any digital game, like trying to make it lost forever or something, a lot of game preservation advocates really want to counter this or something. So, if you're from the EU, I would highly recommend signing this particular petition and preserve these old games or some some games that are limited available, like that dreaded Concord, for example. Yeah. So if you're in the EU, I highly recommend signing the petition just to make sure that the next generation will be able to enjoy the same games as we do, or any games that are older than us. At least nothing will be lost to time. At least until the sun explodes and stuff like that. So even though this is a short pre-game section, this is one of the best things I'd like to put out there. Of course, the Swan sauna isn't complete without some random tweet readings. Because that's what it's for. Alright, so there are a lot of things to pull up here. Mario Kart World. Nope, I don't even have a Switch 2. That's weird. Looks like I ran out of topics. Or oh wait, something just popped up. Alright, looks like we'll have one more commentary before we switch to the terror raids, people. Given that this pre-game segment is supposed to be a mini commentary thing. But hey, let's hold on. Trying to fix this bug out. Ah, yes. Finally, what I'm trying to pull up here is a tweet by Yeet. I refer to this, I refer to the Yeet as the Ilta Sanomat or of the internet drama. And for those not familiar what Ilta Sanomat is, it's like a Finnish tabloid magazine, and I like their style, to be honest. So yeah, it's about Mr. Beast replacing that Viewstats AI thumbnail tool with a site that commissions artists. Yeah, it's because due to the backlash, I did try that tool myself, and I was like, why is this paywalled? If it's paywalled, then I don't have enough money to shell for that amount. I'd rather stick to Canva myself. I'm not against AI, but I'm not against AI, but since that thumbnail improvement tool is paywalled, I'd stick to Canva myself. So, where were we? Yeah, there are looks like my Twitter feed just got randomized, and I can pull up what to put on the Swan Sauna. So I think let's proceed with the actual game itself. So yeah, even though we're going for the Baxcalibur rates, it it would be nice to have a Blissey warm up for a change. So yeah, and I have to double check which I have to double check which types are like short or running low on Terra shards, just for the sake of warming up. So I ran out of Fairy Terra shards, probably because I had to use it on several Pokemon here. Same for Fire, Grass, and Fighting. I think I'll start with the Fairy Blissey raids first. And of course, if anyone wants to join, feel free to do so. But for a few warm-ups, I'll set this to online only where everybody can join without a link code. Alright, where's the Fairy Blissey raid then here? Oh, there's one. Near... Oh, it's in South 6. So, while heading to that ferry raid, I was about to try the word pyramid on the pre-game chat, but the problem is it randomly freezes, so had to switch out between the Relay application. Alright, so this is the ferry raid, which I really needed more shards. And where are my Terra Raid Pokemon? There they are. Do I have a Steel type move here? Oh, just Bug type. Poison? I'll go with Clodsire in this case. Alright, let's bring everyone from the Poke Portal. Oh good, we have a few people joining in. So we have one bringing a King Gambit, one bringing a... Oh, the other two... Okay, one more player's not yet decided, but I'm ready with Clodsire. I just didn't lock in yet. Because some would chicken out if I'm already thinking that it's not enough for something. Okay, let's begin! Alright. So we have Perseeker, Scizor, King Gambit, and the Clodsire that I have, obviously. Are you for real with the heal pulse? Yeah, Bliss is a fragile one, so it's not surprising that the shields are up this early. And in most cases doesn't really require to terastalize just to beat this one. Okay, what else would come with Fairy Terra shards? Alright, we've got fire, water, grass, ice, poison, rock, dark, bug, and psychic shards. Alright, let's find another fire fighting or fairy Raiden. Can get into the Baxcalibur one later. And during some downtime, I did try soloing Baxcalibur and it's hard as hell. I mean, tried with Malamar, tried with what's that levitate electric type again? No, not Rotom, it's something else. Electros, yeah, I tried with Electros, but still it's the same even with thermal exchange disabled by Gastro Acid. Alright, might as well head for the fire raid then here. So if someone asks me why I haven't streamed Pokemon Scarlet for weeks, well, let's just say that it's hard to like. I'm not saying I'm hyperfixated on winning, but it's just complicated to get by a ladder without a certain legendary that's locked to a DLC. In this case, Shadow Rider Calyrex. I mean, almost everyone has a Calyrex in their team, and I was like, Perkele, why is this so... Yeah, it's kind of confusing and maddening as heck, but anyway. Hold up, which ground type should I use here? Alright. We'll have this and the next warm-up before trying to take on Baxcalibur itself. Bottle of water. Bottle of water. But anyway. Okay, I just glanced away from the screen a bit and we have 4 people join. We have 3 people joining. Good. Alright, let's begin. At least we have some Terra Shards for warm-up here. Okay, what do they have again? A Gyarados, a Greninja, and a Dreadnought. Yeah, that Intimidate could be handy with the, what do you call this? The Baxcalibur raid. Oh, someone's Greninja has protein. Nice. Alright, who get? Oh, it's not me. I thought it's me who gets the heal pulse. It's always heal pulse once the shields are up. And what I like sometimes about the Blissey raid is that it doesn't, what do you call this thing? It doesn't reset stats. Unlike regular bosses. Either way, let's see if I can make it through terastallizing, or am I too late? Okay, there we go. Now let's reap the rewards. Pretty sure these are just Altera shards like the last one. Oh, there are XP candies in this. So there are Dark, Bug, Psychic, and Fire Terra shards, along with XP and rare candies. Okay, something just came to my mind. It might, it's not, I'm not saying it's impossible, but let's say that if you want to complete your Pokemon home Pokedex for games that you don't have, well, for example, I don't have Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but I happen to get, for example, a Charmander and a Charmander and a Bulbasaur, which origin game is Let's Go. So what I do is transfer them to a game they can be transferred to. For example, if it's not Scarlet, it could either be Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, which is likely given that the first 151 Pokemon are there, or Sword and Shield. So what I do is this. I just evolve them, and for every stage, let me just change some moves here. The thing is, don't max out the evolution yet. This is to ensure that every evolution stage gets registered to the Pokédex. Okay, Charmander's evolving. I'm letting it be. But don't evolve it again unless you send it to Pokemon Home, then back to the game where you just evolved it. I'll be doing the same with Bulbasaur as well. seed bomb. Is it still a thing? Hey, how come Bulbasaur has a bigger move pool here? Alright, evolution time, people! Alright, so just like with Charmander, or just like with Charmeleon, don't evolve it again yet. Just save the game. Okay, this is before we head to the third warm-up terror raid and eventually the Baxcalibur main event. So, exit out of Scarlet, head to Pokemon Home. You might not see it on the Switch version of Pokemon Home, but it is visible in the mobile app. So that would require us to switch back to the Swan Song briefly, but for now, let's just deal with this. Alright. Even if you have already them registered, the Switch version only registers the national decks. Like the entire catalog that's common to all games. Okay, and after that, put them back to your save one more time to have them evolve. Alright, that's how you do it. Every time you evolve your Pokemon, put it in a separate box or a box that you want to use for home transfers to make things a little easier to organize. And then after putting it into home, then back to your save, rinse and repeat. That's it. But it might get a little tricky for trade evolutions if you don't have Legends Arceus, because let's just say that you might need a friend or a Nintendo Switch Online sub to trade with someone, even if it's just a touch trade. Okay, so we're back to the raids now. Let's do one more warm-up before going to the main event, which is the Baxcalibur raid. Oh wait, I forgot to go online. Okay, what type was it again? I think there's a fire. Okay, there's one fire. Blissey right here. We'll go with that for the last warm-up before facing Baxcalibur head-on. And for the Baxcalibur raid, I'll be putting a link code I'll be using a link code here so that those who missed last week can still join. All right, time to open the gates and bring everyone in. Yeah, that's the reason why I don't lock in early. Someone joins, then leaves for no reason. Even if it's the Baxcalibur or any 7-star raid itself, I was like, what? Why do you even pop up and then leave? If it's your internet connection, I don't blame you for that, but really? Alright, we have the other players ready. Let's begin this third warm up before we go into the Baxcalibur main event. Okay, so we have Araquanid, Salamence, and Azumarill. Nice nickname there for the Araquanid. Feiji. I don't know if water spiders are in Fiji. I'm referring to that island country in the South Pacific. Alright, looks like we broke the shield without having to terrestrialize. Oh, someone had to show off terrestrialization there with their Salamence. So I'm not gonna terrestrialize. It's Salamence who dealt the final blow. Alright, time to claim the Terra Shards and move on to our main event. What's in here? Still with the XP and rare candies, aside from ghost fighting, normal, and fire Terra Shards. Okay then. Okay, and after the Terra Raid, we'll be switching to the usual staple, going back to ranked battles with a vengeance, obviously. Alright, we're now in the Baxcalibur's Terra Raid Den. I tried with several Pokemon here, including a Skeledirge with Unaware, a Malamar with Contrary, and even Electros with Levitate. But it's hard to beat. So I'm gonna put a link code here on screen for those who wanna join and who missed the event from last week. So there we go. Alright, code's up if you want to join. Since it does help if other people join, since this isn't an easy one to take on solo, because you have to predict if the Arboliva with the Seed Sour shows up or the Arcanine with Intimidate shows up. Like, it's like a guessing game, to be honest. Alright, we have Mars joining in with Iron Hands. I'm guessing this is the belly drum build. But hey, let's give a chance for others to join in. Since we still have 2 slots left. And just like on previous terror raids, I'll lock in at 30. I'll start the raid at 10. Hey, Shamruru, how's it going? Like, have you obtained the Baxcalibur from a previous from like last week when this raid first started? Oh, nice. Colme Kumenta Sekuntia. We have 30 seconds. And I'll start the raid at 10. Oh, you're Mars. Thanks for letting me know. And thanks for the follow as well. Alright. Starting the raid now. And for the vacant slots, oh, the belly drum. Yeah, the belly drum strat. I've heard of it. Okay, so the bots are using Sylveon and Gardevoir. I guess this Gardevoir has Life Dew. Gastro Acid first, because once the shield's up, it's not gonna be... Ah, oh no. That thing outsped me. Even Gardevoir can't beat it? Oh, come on. have lunge, but this is getting tough. Yeah, looks like our stats got reset. Even though I'm only trying to lower the Baxcaliburs. No, 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 no. Why does he know Earthquake? I think it's part of its move pool. That's the reason why. That's the reason why Baxcalibur is Earthquake. I think it's part of its move set. Yeah, the Dazzling Gleam won't do much. It's currently a pure Ice type because it's terrestrialized. I don't know why the Sylveon bot has Dazzling Gleam. Nice! Close combat! Yeah, and I'm healing up everyone! Okay, I know where we almost lose this, but why am I double targeted with Glaive Rush? Okay, on the next attempt, I'll be using a Malamar. Like, trying to switch, unless there's an Arcanine. But if there's an Arcanine, then it would be a problem. Yeah, I don't know how many stages have I lowered this Baxcalibur. It should be low enough not to cost much. Oh no, I have a feeling someone. Oh, let's try this again. I didn't notice that I. Oh, the earthquakes. Yeah, best not to bring an electric type. But if you do have a fire type. Oh, wait. I'm not gonna recommend a fire type here. It's because of thermal exchange where. Sure. Baxcalibur gets hit by a fire type attack and it raises its attack. I think I said that it's part of its moveset. Oh, let me pull up Bulbapedia real quick. Baxcalibur. Let me just switch this to... What Pokemon am I using this time? Grimmsnarl. Hold on, before I put out the link code there, let me just pull up the move set of Baxcalibur. Earthquake, earthquake, earthquake. Yeah, it learns Earthquake via TM149. So technically, yes, it's part of its moveset, not level up. And what's weird about raid bosses like this is that the moves that they can learn via TM were also added. Oh, nice! Urshifu. Is that the water Urshifu or the dark Urshifu? Oh, the dark. I only have a water Urshifu that I got from somewhere, which I used during previous, not raids, but ranked battles. I think a lot of players prefer the water, but I don't. But I've seen a few. Though I've seen a few players who use the dark type Urshifu on ranked matches. I actually play doubles on rank since it's the same format used by BGC. Oh, yeah, I know it's yeah, it can be intimidating sometimes or burnout inducing like before I got the Calyrex. But for now, let's wait for a few more players to join in, and I hope that the bots don't bring an Arcanine because I'm going to use contrary on this. I mean, yeah, but I'm going to skill swap that thermal exchange. All right, closer to 30 now. Locking in at 30, starting at 10. Sweet Kiss and Nuzzle Sweet Kiss. Oh, the one that causes confusion and Nuzzle causes paralysis. Yeah, that's a tricky combo because it's like trying to check if okay, does this inflict confusion damage? Does this paralyze the Pokemon? It's really nerve-wracking. Yeah, I agree with you there. It really was hell. But the reason why Calyrex became my pet peeve on ranked battles or some Zen Headbutt and Yawn. Oh yeah, the yawns. Those can be annoying sometimes. Skill swap. Please don't knock me out. No! I needed to skill swap that thermal exchange because later on, if Baxcalibur's health is down to like 50 or something, it will still use Swords Dance. Great. Just great. And the Umbreon can't even Thunder Wave it for crying out loud. Alright, time to heal. And the Urshifu likely fainted. Oh, that explains the confusion. The Urshifu has Dynamic Punch. Like, it's been a while since I saw that move being used. Like, it's pretty niche. Why am I easily knocked out? After this, I'll try with Annihilate. Because that one doesn't have... Yeah, that one doesn't have any issues. Why do they make these raids so hard? Actually, to be honest with you, I have the same question. Like this one's harder. This one's as hard as the Porygon 2 raid that happened after the Switch 2 was launched. So I my only theory is just it encourages people to go online instead of like going solo on these. And the tricky part is going online on certain Switch games like Pokemon requires the Nintendo Switch Online thing. It's not like Fortnite or Overwatch that you can just go online because it's code free to play. Yeah, let's try this with Annihilate. Or I need something that has something to counter the physical earthquake, whatever. Wait, I think I have a Grimmsnarl, but it's like for support. I'll check my boxes. Yeah, KO moves don't work. Oh, and speaking of KO moves, you haven't believed what I ran into the other day. Okay, I only have light screen. Reflect is the physical one. Should I use this? Hold on. No, not Clodsire because it's an ice type. Not this either because it's partially a grass type. Ground. This is hard and yeah, the earthquake thing. Oh, I have one that's against reflect and has unaware. Okay, I'll go support for this one. But let me just check if it has the right item. Yep, this is perfect. Alright, I'll be using Clefable. Just to minimize the damage by what do you call this? Yeah, to minimize the damage with Glaive Rush. Yeah, for this one, I'll go support. Since this is the only Pokemon I have with Unaware and Reflect. What would I go? Even though Iron Hands is okay, the only concern here would be the Earthquake, especially with Swords Dance happening like not once. The Swords Dance at the start of the raid isn't the only instance that Baxcalibur would use Swords Dance. Hold on, let me just pull up Cerebi real quick. One, two. Oh, it uses Swords Dance twice. The second time is like at 45% health. Heatran isn't that double weak to Earthquake, but Not sure what strategy you have with Heatran, but wait, I forgot. Baxcalibur's ability is thermal exchange, so if you hit it with a fire type move, yeah, the Urshifu would be better. Because if you hit Baxcalibur with a fire type move, its attack rises. Alright, locking in. Teemo Godzilla. actually, actually, Baxcalibur isn't the first Pokemon that looks similar to Godzilla. The other one is Tyranitar, if you remember the Pokestar Studios thing. It's in Gen 5 Pokemon Black 2, White 2, I guess. Yeah, that's the one with with Tyranitar being depicted in a Godzilla-like movie. Oh, yeah, that was on the DS years ago. Alright, let's see what the bots have. Okay, at least we have a Garganacl. But I'm worried about the Staraptor. Oh, there's Intimidate. That's helpful. So if that Staraptor gets knocked out... Okay. At least I got the Reflect. So if Staraptor keeps getting knocked out, at least it will trigger Intimidate. Because the shield is finally up. And I can't use Fate Tears. Oh, I was about to heal. Oh. The only sad part is that the bots don't terrestrialize, so... well, at least the Intimidate would be helpful here. Counter? Alright, good. I can use Scam Mine, but I need to terrestrialize first. Yeah, Feather Dance make no sense. The shield is still up. Yeah, the stats were reset. I have 2 turns left for Reflect. Yeah, true, we really need more time. At least being knocked out once would be fine. Yeah, I need to heal up first. So I need to use Reflect before terrestrializing. Oh no! Not the Icicle Crash! Ah, perkele! I didn't mean to get knocked out there. I just want to put up Reflect one more time. And those Intimidates are all gone. Okay, I think I have an explanation for that. So, if the stats are reset, abilities are disabled for one turn. That explains why Unaware was bypassed. Now this makes sense. It'd be nice if there are a few more players joining in, instead of just relying on the bots. Yeah, I can't even set up Reflect because of the flinch caused by, what do you call this? Icicle Crash! Yeah, I can't even set up Reflect because I keep getting flinched by the Baxcalibur. Let me try a different Pokemon from my boxes here. Alarm still. Oh, it does Dragon Rush on your side. Mine is Icicle Crash because I'm using a Fairy type. So let's try something here. Oops, no, not yet. I haven't picked my Pokemon yet. This one only has Excisor. I could go for Tinkaton, but I'm worried more about the Earthquake. This one is Ground. Nope. But it has Intimidate. Yeah, this one also has Earthquake. That's a problem. Meowscar. Oh wait, this is grass. It's weak to grass. Alright, I'll try Annihilate this time. Okay, code's ready, people. Oh, someone's bringing something spicy here. The Galarian Zapdos. I do have the birds on my boxes, but not the Galarian ones. Since I only have a save of Sword and Shield, but not the game. Like, I only borrowed a friend's game just to get Jirachi in BDSP. Yeah, I also I'm thinking the same. but for different reasons. And it's not just the raids alone. Sometimes it's the ranked matches where before I got the Calyrex, you always see opponents bringing Calyrex this, Calyrex that. Terra Turtle. Oh, you mean the Terrapagos in the story? There's a difference though. Like, the Terrapagos raid is scripted. Even though it looks like a Terra raid, it's actually scripted to match the storyline. As I only saw clips because I don't have the DLC. I only saw some clips or videos online. So I knew what's going on even though I'm technically spoiled. and I had and I had to get a Terrapagos from somewhere just for the sake of playing. Just trying to join the rank battles. Why is it so thick? I think the main purpose of the shield thing is just to make sure that the Pokemon that you use did terrestrialize. I don't know if you've played Sword and Shield with the Max or the Dynamax raid thing. I think it's similar to that with even though it also had some shields. Okay, so the bots are a Toxapex and what do you call this one? Garganacl. I'm just hoping it has Salt Cure, though this is a that one's a bot though. The last move that I remember it uses is Rock Slide or something. And let me guess. Shields are up again. Yeah, looks like I'm stuck. This happens if an ally is knocked out. I think it usually defaults on what Pokemon you send out because on my end earlier, okay, ability disabled, but yeah, that's the reason why I didn't get the Dragon Rush earlier when I sent out Clefable. It's because it's a fairy type. Yeah, the Garden Apple keeps spamming Rock Slide instead of like Salt Cure, which is maddening. Should have went for Drain Punch instead of Rage Fist. Hey, you're finally terrestrializing! Come on, don't fail us now. Yeah, Icicle Spear. That's the ice thing. Okay, it finally has Poison Jab, but for what? It's not that simple. We just need more players. Yeah, looks like we're trying another Pokemon this time. But I just need something that disables the ability like Gastro Acid. Try SOS here. Alright. Should we try this time? I was thinking Grimmsnarl, but since this one has light screen. Wait, I have an idea. Might as well change this to Reflect, since this one has Prankster. Oh, wait. Boxes. Might as well swap out light screen for Reflect. Let me check if I still have Reflect. Oh yes, I still have Reflect. Okay, so I can't use Fate Tears once the shield is up, so at least Reflect would make sense. Alright, I'm trying this with Grimmsnarl. Oh wait, not this one, not this one. Alright, code ready. I'll try to use Reflect first, because it's a priority move, so at least I can use Reflect before Baxcalibur can charge with Icicle Spear or Glaive Rush. And at least we have the Urshifu back. So I'll go support in this case. Just waiting for other players to join in. I have an item that might be good if I live a hit. Oh, I'd love to see that. Starts with an M. I have no item next, but let me try to guess. What's this M item again? Hold on, I haven't fully memorized. No, not weak. No, that's not them. That's not weak. That's policy. That's a plunder policy. What item is this again? No, it doesn't start with Max. This is Scarlet and Violet. Oh, I forgot to lock in at 30. Alright, starting the raid by trying to use Grim Snarl. Alternately, I can also put Will-O-Wisp if this fails. If this fails, I'll I'll tweak the move a bit and put Will-O-Wisp in there, but wait, what's the M again? Okay, it's now using Swords Dance. Alright, reflect. Wait. What a cheat. Yeah, this raid boss is a cheat sometimes. I haven't set up reflect yet. It's trying to trigger the timer to enable the shield or something. Yeah, that's also one thing. Like, is Icicle Spear physical? Okay, the bots came in too late with the defense boost or something. Yeah, the Baxcalibur also always outspeeds me, even though this is not. I have Prankster, but it's only for status moves. Calyrex, defense body press. Okay, looks like someone's giving me an idea. Yeah, the flinching thing is annoying. Yeah, too late for the Terra. Looks like the timer dropped so fast. But someone said, okay, so I got a suggestion here that Stamina Archaludon, Iron Defense, Body Press, or the same build used during the Metagross raid. The thing is, I used a different build during the Metagross raid. It's not this one. But anyway, I think I might have an Archaludon here somewhere. Let's see if it still has the same EVs that I used. So before we try this raid again, let me check for the Archaludon first on my boxes. Okay, it's taking a while. I just tested if something's frozen. Hey, null blade. Hey, thanks for joining in. Yeah, we've been having a hard time with this Baxcalibur. So before trying the raid again, I'll go through my boxes and check if I still have that Archaludon somewhere. I think I put it here on the Once I set aside for rank battles, I have a lot. I still have an Archaludon here. Oh, you're still playing through Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Hold on, let me just search for it myself. Archaludon. I might have put it outside of the rank. Oh, I did put it outside of the rank. Okay. I have Body Press, Terra Flying, which isn't a good thing. If I make this Terra Steel, there's still Earthquake. If I make this Terra Flying, there's still that. Yeah, there's still the. I don't know how to say this. There's still that. There's still that attack stat that's worrying. So yeah, I do have an Archaludon. Good thing I have an Archaludon, but the names are different. Let me just ask this person. Okay, so I have an Archaludon, but the problem is I'm using a different build. So let me just get some items here. Hold on. I might be shuffling hands now, but just look for something. Fighting Terror Shards. Good thing I still have some. Impishment. Okay. Hold on, let me look for an Impishment here somewhere. Oops, wrong. Sorry. What are the attacks? Alright, so let me just switch this to Impish Nature. Yeah, I have to agree with you there. But I did notice a bit of RNG on the raid bosses because there are some raids where I had one hit knockout or I got knocked out by a one hit. There are some that the same Pokemon, same move, but I wasn't knocked out. So I have a feeling it's the nature itself of the Pokemon, like the Adamant, Impish, or something like that. Okay, now to reset this. This is going to wait, not yet. something to lower the special attack would help. Breaking swipe. Breaking swipe? Wait, do I have breaking swipe that I got somewhere? Oh no, what am I gonna do? Anyway, let me just lower the special attack. I think I have breaking swipe somewhere. Unless I used it, I don't have breaking swipe. That's the problem. Alright, so it's now an impish. Let me just change a few moves here before going into the TMs. So, iron defense, body press. I already have body press here. The only problem is I don't have breaking swipe. Fighting Terra Shell Bell. Okay. Just as I thought, it is Shell Bell. For the protect. Hang on. So, just to equip this with a Shell Bell and give it protect as well. The only problem here is I don't have... I'm tempted to do something wrong here because I don't have breaking, so I... Hold on, where's the shell bell? It should be here somewhere. Pretty sure I have a spare ton of shell bells here. If only you can search by items. Shell bell. Time to head to Levincia. Trading so much, I have 7 shell bells. Oh! Really? Nice. I have a lot of spares that I do want to get rid of. Oh, this Baxcalibur is not the mightiest Mark 1. This is from a different raid. Oh wait, I have okay, okay, so I have something in my... Will you trade me one random Pokemon that just let them hold one shell bell or something? Just need a way to dispose the whipped cream. Wait, I just need to check if this is from... Oh, this is mine. Or alternately, I can just head to Levincia and buy the shell bell if that's okay. Okay, that's it. I'll just head to Levincia. Because the pharmacy thing might also be on the same city. At least I don't have to jump again to Mesagoza. The only issue here is the Protectium. And the Breaking Swipe TM, which I might have used already. Uh, yep, looks like I ran out of shell bills, so might as well use this for now. Okay, looks like okay. Any nerds in the chat let me know that we're now back live? Hold on, let me just check my Twitch. Okay, Twitch is online. Let me check Kick. I have to have Kick here. Alright, looks like we're back on Kick as well. Uh, hey, good thing you're still here. Sorry about that. Our electric company decided to pull the plug for a few seconds, and it took my OBS 11 attempts. Okay, so where were we? Someone told me that breaking swipe is part of the moveset, so I don't need the DLC TM. I just need to replace heavy slam with protect here. So before we continue with that raid, I'll get the protect TM first. And change the Terra type to fighting, of course. Alright, where were we? So yeah, let me just get the ingredients for the protect TM, which requires a few scatterbugs, which can be hard to see. Oops. Where is... Yeah, the scatterbug can sometimes be hard to see even when docked. So... where are these? Pretty sure those who got the Switch 2 might also be having a hard time seeing the scatterbug in this area. Oh, and it's not just scatterbug. Those smaller Pokemon like Rookidee, the base form of Corviknight, would also have a hard time. Oh, wait, what's this? Oh, speak of the devil. I prefer using auto battle just to save some PP. There should be more here somewhere. Oh, I thought that's trying to fight other Lechonk or something. Alright. Where is this? Should be here. Oh wait, it's with the Lechonk. Come on, give two scatterbug powders or something. Oh, just one? Never mind the Lechonk. Let's try to find more of these scatterbugs. Oops. No, 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 I'm not looking for the Lechonk. I'm looking for the Scatterbug. Oh, come on! Just let me jump over this. I swear, if this were the old style where you run into the tall grass, that's the same one that appears in the patch of tall grass. Alright, so where's the... Oh, there's one. There's the last Scatterbug for the Protectium. Alright, now that we have the Scatterbug sorted out, time to create the Protectium. Darling, hold my hand. Nothing beats a jet to holiday. Yada yada. I forgot the lines. Alright, let's craft the Protectium for our Chalodon. Okay, and next would be Mesagoza for the vitamins, or vitamins if you want to call it that. So, do I have the defense vitamins? Nope. Alright, iron. 6. Did I give the shell bell? I think I already bought the shell bell earlier. I don't think I gave the shell bell already. Oh, there it is. Shell bell. And now, to max the defense. Alright, that's max health, max defense, impishment, stamina. We just need to change the Terra to fighting. Also, I might combine the last VOD or end this current one and re-upload on YouTube because of this split-second power outage. Like, it's maddening. So, where were we? Yep, so, as what someone told me, fighting... Alright, looks like we're... Wait. What about the hyper training? Speed is negligible in terror raids anyway, so let's go! Let's continue! The irony is I also have Corvi Knight, which might have body press, but let me check. Yeah, it does have body press, but this one's for a different raid, like months ago. I forgot which 7-star is that. Anyway, time to take on Baxcalibur so that we can head to the ranked battles once this is got. Wait, I'm trying to get this shining thing. Oh, it's the pommet berry. It's very useful though. But for now, wait, is this the right one? I don't think this is the right one. Oh yeah, this is the 7-star Baxcalibur, alright? Checking one last time. Shell Bell. Stamina. Alright, so everyone watching, code is now ready. And for those still watching on Twitch, Kick, or YouTube, let's wait for them to join in with the raid since there are still 2 more player slots left. And once we finally catch the Baxcalibur, of course we can switch to ranked battles after this. Once we finally catch the Baxcalibur, of course. Alright, we've got 1 more minute for those who still want to join. Alright, locking in. Last chance for those who still want to join. Alright, starting now, because the Tauros have already been playing with my 3D model. So if I exit to any menu, that would trigger a wild battle. Alright, we also have the Staraptor bot with Intimidate. That's helpful. At least it would cancel out the Swords Dance. Okay, they're confused. Please. They hurt themselves in confusion. Time for another breaking swipe. Shield is up anyway, so... Swipe again. Okay, looks like it's suffering from confusion damage, which is helpful. Just one more breaking swipe. Oh, it's earthquake. Oh, it didn't deal that much, but at least we lowered it. Yikes! That's what I'm worried. Does that reset? I'm using Protect. Yeah, because it's out of the confusion. I hope you still have Dynamic Punch there. Alright, time to get rid of the ground weakness to ground and terrestrialize. Because I have iron defense. Alright. Oh, Glaive Rush didn't deal much. I have stamina. Maonevi ka. Susang stamina is kemut udistan ka. Kimut pakaran. Yep, there we go. I've been obsessed with that song since Eurovision. Really. It's called Ishkome by Erika Vikman. She's an awesome diva, by the way. Her songs are nice. You should check it out if you haven't yet. And her songs are in Finnish. It's pretty catchy. It does help if you know the language, though. Okay, Baxcalibur missed the chance. Okay, again with the Glaive Rush. Alright, just a few more to break the shield. Alright, this is what I'm worried about. It's because the reduced damage is no longer there. And it knocked out Urshifu. I have to use Breaking Swipe just for chipping measure here. Where's the Staraptor? Did it trigger the Intimidate? Did anyone see it? Back to body press. Because I want to break that shield for good. Finally, after 80,000 years, the shield is broken. Alright, looks like we have a good chance here. And oh no, not the stat reset. We got a stat reset, everyone. And I'm protecting my R's here. Oh, failed? What move did it use? Why did it say failed? I didn't even use protect yet. Oh, I just need iron defense up once again. Alright, we need to rush this. Look at the timer. And in the case of the Garganackle, the Heavy Slam might not help given that they have similar weight. Again with the Sword Stance. It's too risky to use Breaking Swipe, but I think we have to use Body Press until it ends. Okay, can we beat this in time, chat? I mean, we almost got this. Oh no, not another stat reset. I'm not falling for that. Okay, the double attack, which is nuts. No, we almost got this! Let's try this one more time. I'll still use our Chaludon. I'm not switching to any other Pokemon. I don't know what went wrong there, but the Dynamic Punch did really help with the confusion part. Looks like we didn't lower the health quickly enough. But anyway, let's try this again. Alright. Code ready, everyone? So, I'll still use our Chaludon, and oh, Mars is still using their Urshifu. and and I'm just hoping that if the other two players are bots, I'm still hoping that At least there's the Intimidate Staraptor, not the Arcanine. All right, 1 minute before we start. Also, wouldn't it be nice if we can rent other Terror Raid Pokemon like we do with ranked battles or ranked teams? I mean, it would be easier, especially for those who don't have the DLC. But, okay, I'm locking in the Archaldo now. Alright, starting now. I just hope there's either an Arboliva or a Staraptor. Those two. So I wonder what the bots are using this time. Corviknight? Okay, even though that does have body press. Oops, my bad. Yep, shields are up now. Just need a little heal. Because I'm trying to take advantage of stamina. Okay, at least there's the confusion thing. But how did Urshifu get knocked out? Hey, not the bloody stat reset. It also disables my ability. I don't like it. Light screen, seriously? Yeah, this is a bot. I'm just hoping for reflect instead of light screen. Just freaking swipe one more time. No, 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 I hate it. I don't like being knocked out. And the minus attack stats were gone, so might as well breaking swipe this again. Got wrongly RNG'd here. Oh, Corviknight has pressure. Now that... I don't think that's... Wait. Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I don't think Baxcalibur has a stat-lowering move to justify mirror armor or something like that. But yeah, to cover up that steel type weakness there. And since the timer's below 50%, now we need to rush this. Okay, at least there's also terrestrialized. But the bloody earthquake. Oh, it's the Corviknight that got knocked out. Alright. At least I got my health back. Yeah, I agree with you, it's very hard. Even with stamina, body press, and everything needed. Oh, good boost there. Ethos, thank you. Alright, now we have to rush this. Because of the timer! Just a little more before the shield is broken, and I have to just protect if the stats get reset again. Good call with close combat, and no, not that! I'm using protect. The reason why I find the stat reset annoying is it cancels out the built-up defense, which is what I need for body press. Yeah, we lost. Let's try this again. Just hoping that... Okay, that's what... I don't know if you have an Archaludon, but I do have a spare Duraludon here. Not sure if I can put Breaking Swipe on it. I do have a spare Duraludon here, but I don't have the item needed for it to evolve, which is a problem. I just need Body Press to see if a certain Pokemon can have it. I think, yes, hold on. Yeah, I think the best one would be the Duraludon Archaludon one. Not sure if you have a Corviknight. Let's try Corviknight. You have a Corviknight there? Since I happen to have a spare Corviknight here that has Body Press and Iron Defense, which I haven't used for a while. But you also need a Pokemon with a stamina ability. So yeah, looks like we're continuing. Yeah, looks like we're continuing with another attempt. I'm just hoping that more. I'm just hoping that more players can join in. I mean, we were so close there. To be honest, yeah, we were so close there. What do I need to make body press? Hold on, I forgot the ingredients. Body press. I forgot the items, but let me just pull this up real quick. TM089 in Scarlet and Violet. Okay, you need 5 cetadal grease, those snow whale things. Holucha down, those that wrestler bird, and poniard blade. That's for the TM machine. But if you have the blueberry DLC, it does cost 40 blueberry points for those with DLC, of course. And good thing you have Zamazenta that also does have body press. But I think I do have a spare TM. Or I'll check later after this attempt. And since it just started to rain here where I live, I'm just hoping it won't. I hope the power doesn't go out again. It would be bad if it does. TM can't be transferred. You can have a Pokemon hold the TM and trade it with. Yeah. You can have a Pokemon hold the TM and trade it to someone so that those without the DLC can still get the DLC TMs. I'm using that as an example, but actually TMs can be transferred. Just let a Pokemon hold them. I'll show you later after this raid. Oh, you have a DLC. Lucky for you there. Alright, let's try this attempt. Oh, for the... In the Blueberry Academy Star, that's 40 BP. Alright, time to breaking swipe this Baxcalibur. Just to weaken it. Close combat, huh? I think you need higher defense to boost it up. Toxic. Isn't this real? Okay, I find it weird that the bot used Toxic, even though the shield's already up. Oh, it has Poison Touch. That explains it. Nope, I'm not dropping the timer on this one. And let me just heal my Archaludon here. I don't want to lower the timer. That's okay. At least we tried, but... I'm just trying to hold on here. Yeah, I keep spamming the heals just to trigger stamina, which is our Chaldon's ability. And the Gardevoir didn't even use Life Dew either, because it got knocked out. Wait, did you just Terastallize? Oh, at least it's Terra fighting. That's fine. I don't know how many stages of defense I've already erased though, but I just to spam breaking swipe here. No, not the earthquake. Oh, at least it didn't deal much damage. That's a good thing. Now how do I heal? Oh, good. I needed that. Now I can Terastallize. Alright. At least the heals are coming, so time to body press this. What's good thing though is that our Gardevoir has Life Dew. Okay, I flinched. I couldn't move. Crunch. Okay. I'm getting the Glaive Rush. Okay, that's critical. But at least the one that got knocked out is the Clodsire. Okay, we're about to lose this one, chat. But we're about to break the shield as well, so what's the difference? At least this isn't as worse as the Pikachu Unrivaled event where the shield spans the whole health bar, so you can't even use status moves. Failed! No! Why did it say failed even though the last move I used was body press? It's weird. Yeah, we lost this one again, but okay. I suggest using the Impishment on the Zamazenta, then put Iron, what do you call this one? Iron Defense and Body Press. Close combat is fine. It just says Blueberry Academy Store, but I don't know where the Blueberry Academy Store is because I don't have the DLC. It said here that it's inside the school. That's the info that Bulbapedia gave me because I don't have the DLC to show you. So alternately, I'll check my bag so that I can trade you a body press TM. Hold on. As long as the power doesn't play tricks, I'm fine with it. Okay, so looks like I don't have the TM. Oh, you found it? Good, good. Alright, let me know if Zamazenta already has body press, iron defense, and iron defense. At least those two moves are fine. Let me know if you're ready so that I can hit start on the raid itself. Okay, Shamru, let me know if you're ready so that I can generate the code once your Zamazenta has body press and at least body press and iron defense. The reason for the iron defense is to offset that close combat. Ready? Okay. Here's the code. Okay, so I'm getting a leak here. Not found. Wait. Try VD701S. That's not 5, that's S. Or if it still says not found, I'll just step away from this. Oh, there you are. My screen is cracked. Oh, dear. And from what I recall, it's not easy to replace a switch screen. Even the switch light also is hard. But anyway, locking in at 30. Oh, yours is the regular switch. I see. Oh, wait, not the switch. Oh, your phone. Oh, sorry. I didn't notice. All right. There we go. All right. So let's take on this this opponent here. So at least we have the Gardevoir, but the Dunsparce, I don't get the point of that. Good call with Iron Defense. And since the shield is up, and I only lowered the attack by one stage, I think I need to, what do you call this? Oh, good. Good thing you healed. I was about to use Breaking Swipe. Flare is too late to be used by the Dunsparce because the shields are up. Nice call with the shield again. Just one more Breaking Swipe. Hey, Derpy Boy 1121, thanks for joining in. Would you like to help if in case we lose this raid? Now, would you like to join the next one? All right, but we'll still do our best here. Stat reset. I had to use Protect because Body Press is useless without a boosted defense. Oh, really? That would be helpful. But if in case we lose this one, we'll try to... Yeah, we'll take advantage of it. Alright. Another stamina boost. Alright. Oh, wait. I just need to... Okay. Terastalize! Also, Derpy, have you already captured the Baxcalibur from last week's raid? The same one as this? I've captured. Oh, nice. Good for you. Yeah, we can use your help if we end up losing this one. It's okay. No need to be sorry. I mean, it's a long story. Oops. Finally, Zamazenta's terastalizing. Alright, Zamazenta broke the shield. And the stats are reset. Protect yourselves, guys. Because the breaking swipe minus attacks are not there. Oh, doing well, doing well. Thanks, thanks. Body press again. I mean, iron defense again. Yeah, everything went well. Oh, that's fine. Everything went well earlier until a brief power outage briefly ruined the vibe. So if you're watching on Twitch, you might see the VOD or the stream separated into two parts. That's fine, as long as... Oh, wait. Rip got me. Yeah, that's fine. As long as we can catch up to the timer, unlike the attempts earlier. Sword stance. Oh, I forgot the breaking swipe. Not the stat reset again. Because I have to use protect one more time. Okay, Zamazenta got knocked out again. Looks like we can use that support. If we end up losing to this. At least it's paralyzed. That's okay. No, we lost. We almost got this. Derpy, I think you should. I think you should join in. We could use that support. And I'm guessing. Let me guess. Is that a household with population bomb? I'm just guessing. All right. Let's try this again. Since Derpy mentioned that he does have a support that can be useful, we'll try this one more time. Crits a lot. Oh. Alright, everyone. Link code ready. Alright, that's three of us. They should make this raid a little easier. Arceus! Oh, I didn't expect Arceus as a support. we still have a slot for one more player, but if there's someone watching on Twitch who can also join in, either Twitch, Kick, or YouTube, it means that we can start early if that fourth player slot is filled. Can Mew be a support? I haven't tried playing Mew as a support, to be honest. Because when I last had... The last time I saw someone use Mew was... I think that was during the Mewtwo raid where a lot of Mew with Leech Life have been used. As far as I remember, I haven't seen someone... Oh, really? But yeah, as far as I remembered, the last time I saw Mew, it wasn't used as a support. It was a Terra bug with Leech Life against Mewtwo. Alright, 1 minute for the last player who can still join the raid. Reflect, Chilling Water, Pollen Puff. Oh, that move set. And since the move is Pollen Puff, I'm guessing that the last move is either a damaging move or protect. But that's just my guess. Alright, let's go! Baxcalibur! Oh, a shiny Arceus. I don't know if it's flying or steel, but that's the running gag in Pokemon Showdown where you can't tell apart a flying and a steel Arceus for some reason. Yeah. And the irony is you can nickname a flying type Arceus with Arceus dash Steel. That would mislead the opponent into thinking that your Arceus is the one with the steel plate, but is the flying one. Clever. It's because Pokemon Showdown uses 3DS graphics, like those 3D models used on the 3DS and turned into images. So if you put the flying and steel Arceuses side by side, it's hard to distinguish what shade of gray because they look so similar. I did see this either on TikTok or a YouTube short where someone mentioned why is the opponent thought that the player hacked the Arceus. It's not a hack, it's just a nickname. And it's wild. Yeah, it was supposed to be steel, but it actually is the flying type one. So it did mislead the it did mislead the player, and it was really hilarious. I don't know if I can still find that TikTok, but maybe I might share it on my Twitter or Blue Sky if given the chance. Or if I don't forget, obviously. So, going back to the raid, I finally had Terrestrialized. What about Zamazen? What about Zamazenta? Stat reset! Use protect! Stamina is okay, but the flinch is really annoying. Oh, at least it didn't flinch this time. And, okay, I get it now why this is a good support. The grassy terrain reduces earthquake damage. I get it now. Alright, time for body press. Let me guess, did it reset? Oh, it did reset! Just spam body press. Because I have max defense. If the bot used something like Staraptor, that would help, but I don't know why they picked Mudstail. In the ground, in the sky, in the afterlife. Okay, at least Zamazenta also has body press now for the Arceus. Alright, shield's almost down, and the stat reset would follow this. So, keep your eyes out. Yep, that's the stat reset. Alright, at least there's stamina. The chilling water does really help here. Okay. I believe we can get this, chat. I have a feeling that Baxcalibur might use Swords Dance again, but yep, that's my instinct. We'll just spam body press and iron defense. Okay, I flinched. Not sure with Zamazenta. Oh no, not the stat reset! Okay, at least stamina works. And my iron defense works just a little more. In the ground, in the sky, in the afterlife. Alright, body press again. The timer is almost up. We need to catch up to that. No! We're almost there! Okay, we're on the red now. Just a little more, chat. That's fine. That's fine. That happens sometimes. Also, we're all using defense anyway. We got it. We got it, chat. Capture time. And finally, after this, we can switch to ranked battles since we finally got the Baxcalibur. And I'll use my favorite timer balls because it's taking a lot of time to finish this. Hey, Mars or Shamru, thanks for joining this raid. And Derby, thanks for that Arceus. And now that we got it, yep, I admit I don't have an Arceus, but I like the idea. So let's run through the rewards for HMs or Herba Mysticas. XP candies, protein, Ice Terra shards, a TM, an ability patch, rare candies, and 5 protein. Yeah, the support Arceus is nice, to be honest. It's really helpful, bro. Thanks so much for that. And now we can proceed to the revenge section of this afternoon stream, which is the ranked battles. Because I got a Calyrex recently. Not from Surprise Trade. I had to use Pokemon Home. Let me just say this. So I got it from Pokemon Home, and I also found a way to get a horse with the help of some friends. And let's revisit the Dusty Pokeportal Battle Stadium now. Of course, none of my streams are complete without these ranked battles. And since we're using Regulation I, this has to restricted Pokemon. Thanks so much, Derpy. Time to try to get some revenge or at least get out of the Pokeball tier. Since this one's driving me nuts for like days already, I guess. After I got in and tested a few teams, there's a lot of trial and error involved. Since this one has Dondozo and Tatsugiri, which, wait, why is there only one restricted? Are they lost in time? I have a feeling my opponent is lost in time, so something should be done with that. Okay, I'm now worried about what they're leading. If that's the mouse hold with the pop bomb, that would be more problematic. Mm, all right. What are they leading this time? Calyrex and Iron Hands. Okay, I wasn't expecting them to lead with Calyrex. I'm also thinking that this Iron Hands has Belly Drum. So, might as well... Wait, that might have Fake Out. And since it can't Fake Out Calyrex, then... Alright, time for a switch up. Normally, I would switch out Calyrex, but this is a rare case, so... Might as well terrestrialize this early. Yep, turn 1 Terra for the opponent as well. Because they have a Calyrex. What am I expecting else? Terra Ghost! I'm using Terra Fairy! Yep! Oh no! How did they figure this out? How did they figure out that I'm terrestrializing even though they only have one restricted like Perkele? I don't understand. Enumeran! And since I have Unburden, well, let me just use Unburden to try to outspeed that Calyrex. It's very annoying, to be honest. Fake out again? It's not your first turn, buddy. So yeah. Unburdened Sneasler can outspeed Shadow Rider Calyrex in this case. And okay, why did I lose again? And when I meant by going out of the Pokeball tier, I didn't mean ranking down below Pokeball tier. This is weird. And no, I'm not going another hiatus again. I just came back to streaming Pokemon Scarlet after cycling through Fortnite and Overwatch in different days. A few battles can't hurt, right? Like, I was waiting for some people. Alright, what is it this time? So we're having Blood Moon Ursaluna, Fluttermane, Urshifu, whatever the form is, Shenpao, Necrozma, Duskmane, and Rayquaza. Okay, then. Might as well do some speed control in this. Okay, I have a feeling that they're going to lead with a Chen Pao. Okay, there's a Necrozma, Rayquaza. At least I have Intimidate. Might as well fake out the Necrozma just in case it has Trick Room, but I don't think this runs Trick Room. The reason why I led with Incineroar is because if they have a Chen Pao, I would fake out that early unless they have Protect. Oh great, Dragon Ascent. I completely forgot about that. At least Mega Evolution is not here. Alright. Time to, swap out. At least I need to reduce their attack. Extreme speed, really? I know that was coming. No, not yet. Alright, time to use Calyrex here. Rock Blast? Are you for real? I was about to send out the Whimsicott and... okay, I wasn't expecting a Rock Blast there. But hey. Time to end the Rayquaza. And the Necrozma. Alright. If those are both restricted, then say goodbye to them. But kiss, kiss, goodbye. Yeah, it failed. There is no opponent there. Melina. I think this is Fluttermane. Yeah, I remember. And there's the Chen Pao. I don't know if one of them has wide guard, but please don't have wide guard. And I'm pretty sure that Shen Pao has, you know, Sucker Punch, so might as well use it against it. If they cancel the battle! Yeah, because their lead is their lead are they're leading with Rayquaza and Necrozma Duskmane, but those get knocked out early. Alright, let's have a few more battles in this one. Alright, what do we have here? Just this? Is this regulation H? There aren't any restricted in this one. Like, look, Lucario, Gliscor, Gastrodon, Tyranitar, Rhyperior, and Excadrill. Like, what are these? Is this a theme team? Like, are you kidding me? Alright. But I still wouldn't underestimate this. Like, why is this here? This isn't regulation H. This is regulation I with two restricted legendaries. Come on, why is that? Sandrush! Oh, how stupid of me. Bye! Hey, mita mo tayo ha. Wait, that's a steal. Oh, hey, never mind. Or alternately, neither has White Guard as long as the Excadrill needs to be dealt with first. So let's see if they tried to pull off the Earthquake on this one. Yep, I knew it's going to be Earthquake. And does Tyranitar have Air Balloon or something? At least, oh yeah, Tyranitar has Air Balloon. That explains why that wasn't hit by Earthquake. Yeah, crunch on that. It's currently a fairy type. Rhyperior, yeah, this is the dual type one here. I think I might need to Wood Hammer the Tyranitar first. This one is... Wait, alternately... Actually... Wood Hammer this... Terra Blast this, just in case one of them has Wide Guard. Because I used Astral Barrage earlier. Oh, none has Wide Guard. Good thing. That's it? Okay, what's the last Pokemon, buddy? If that's a Gliscor, yeah! Sandville again. I knew that would be a Gliscor all along. Alright. Take the L with L in Astral Barrage. Ole Huva. Oh, you're using Protect, buddy. Oh, wait. This has Poison Heal instead of... Wait, 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 wait. No, 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 no. Oh, this has Sand Veil, not Poison Heal. That makes things better. Because I was under the impression that if a Gliscor uses Protect, Toxic Orb triggers, then it has Poison Heal. This one has Sand Veil. But at least Astral Barrage still hits. And it didn't have a Focus Sash. Alright, let's have one more battle before ending this evening's stream. Since it's dinner time already. So what do we have here? Incineroar, Terrapagos, Hattery? I forgot this one. Hatterini, Cresselia, Amogus, and Ogre Pond, the water mask thing. I don't memorize Ogre Pond line because I don't have DLC. So, since I can taunt... Wait, this one is on board, this one is taunt. Since I can taunt Incineroar, then screw this. I'll use the... Alright, last battle for this evening's stream. Despite power outage, at least everything went well. Only Pokemon I can think of with Trick Room is this Cresselia. So might as well taunt it. Ogre Pond has Water Absorb because of its held item, or its form, or its mask, or whatever. Oh, we got a turn 1 Terra here, chat. And it's the Ogre Pond, obviously. It no longer has Water Absorb, though, so it's fine. But I'd still use Fake Out on it. Okay, Ogre Pond Bleach. I know you're using Trick Room! I know you're using Trick Room there, buddy. Now let me knock that off. Oh, Spiky Shield! I know what I'm doing here now. What item do you have there? Razor Fang? For real? Unforce the Ogre Pawn, knock off the Cresselia. Oh no, there's still a few health left. Oh, no, 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 buddy. You're not shaking off the taunt. In fact, I'll user this one out. Oh, it's now a pure water. It's terrestrialized. No wonder why the grass type was lost here. Yep, that failed now. No trick room for you, buddy. Nope, no trick room. No trick room for you, buddy. Okay, I'm almost out of Tailwind. It's almost out of Encore. So, what's with the Calyrex? Oh, the Tailwind. So either you blast this one off. Spiky shield one more time. I'll encore that either way if you're still not knocked out. Okay, we're out of Tailwind. Ogre Pawn's Encore has ended, so I'll just use Encore again. Because we have the Incineroar. Here's the thing. That Incineroar has Fake Out, obviously, because that's by Wolf. That one has... That's likely the one to have... what do you call this item again? Yeah, I think it's called... Safety Goggles. I almost forgot. Since I got one recently. Alright. I was forced to switch out because of Fake Out, so why not add a little more Intimidate here? And I have to cover my ass in this by terrestrializing. That way Incineroar can knock off my, what do you call this? Life Orb. Fake Out on the wrong guy. Alright, Ogre Pawn is out. Who's next? Probably not the Hatterini. They disconnected! What a coward! Did your electric company shut down on you too? Or did you do this on purpose? Get back here, coward! Looks like I ended up winning because the coward left. Alright, let me just get the rank or something here. I can't stop laughing at the coward leaving the scene. And looks like that's it. Well, anyway, nerds, that's it for this fun stream this afternoon leading to evening. Kitos, thank you to those two earlier, Mars and Derpy, for helping with that Baxcalibur. And for the next stream, since I don't have a fixed schedule for now due to unforeseen events like the power outage, I'd rather post on my Blue Sky or Twitter when I go live. And thanks for watching. See ya later, nerds!